Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Dusk Till Dawn. It is day 2 of the APAT UK Team Championship. Here is the positions at the start of play, Lee. It's all very tight.
Overnight leaderboard. We were planning on bringing 99 players back. Well, we had a bit of craziness in the last kind of hands last night. We've ended up with 97 that have come back. Let's start with the walk of shame. Bottom of the leaderboard, unfortunately. We've got
it's not the Cav cocktails down there, is it?
Geordie Poker, Prince of Wales, the Bad Beats, and the Cav cocktails. I've got players left. The ones that are really struggling now, they're going to be pretty much playing for the individual prizes. Pratt Kings, the Essex home game, North Tyneside, Foster, Dust Delinquents, Scott Squad, previous winners of this, East Durham, Die Hard with the Bench. They had like 6 players left with a couple of hours to go last night, and it all fell apart. BCPC and Nottingham Reds, they've all got 1. London Poker meets up with 2. Then a whole heap of 2 on this list. Quad Jokers, APAT, Wootton Warriors, St Helens, Antrim, Malvern, Scam Club, Hit Squad, LV22, Race for Jack, Broome, Bobo and the Jack Sevens, Poker Raffles, Edgeworth, TC, and Midland Freelancers. The last team with 2 is LVPN. Now we get to those that are feeling pretty good about themselves, Des, that they are in with a shout. Got a bunch of teams with 3. So Hetton Mob, Talk Club, Team FISO, LPPL, Yeovil, and East Hearts. Then we get to the teams with 4 players. Half their team still in. The Aspinalls, reigning champions, come back with 4 players.
Amazing.
Coldstream PKR, K9 Poker Club, Peterborough Donkeys, and Barrow Poker. But if 4 is not enough for you, we have got 3 teams that have brought 5 players back. Stoke Poker Club, Joe Beavers, and Komodo Dragons. Now, the question you've got to ask yourself, you can see the average stats there. So Stoke Poker Club have got 5 players with 366 average. Would you rather 5 with 366? Or what about Barrow's 4 with 568? How does that do for you? So average stat makes a big difference. Having the number of players back is interesting. It's all well and good. But as we know with this, it is about those average stats. That all got posted on the socials last night, and we've got 9% of players all pretty much sitting down and bagging. We're going to try and do once around the room, I think is the aim. Today, we're going to go for catching all of the players, see if we can get it done before we get a bust out. We might be pushing our luck, Des, but we'll see if we can if we can do that. So just as far as the prizes go, individually, we're going to be paying the top 15 players. So they're going to share 25% of the prize pool. And then the top 5 teams are scooping those amounts. Winning team is going to pick up £10,000 between them. And obviously, the top 3 teams and the top 3 individuals will also get the APAT medals, the first medals of 2026. So players are kind of all pretty much set. And I am going to scoot past our update area. Hello, Des. And I'm going to head right over to the first table in the 20s, and we'll see if we can start working our way through those players. Let me go around the tops here. Very quiet tops here today. Now, yesterday it was heaving. Anyone that caught our walk round video yesterday, it was rammed. It was nuts, to say the least. So obviously, a few players today still not yet turned up to bag. But I think what we might well start doing the walkthrough, and we can just say those that are still not. I'll
let you know who is meant to be set there, Lee. But if we look at a table 22, we're just in seat 1, and we'll just go seat by seat. Dave Halliday, Stoke, with 252k. Then we have Christian Dalton from Wootton with 405. Adam Slurlowski for LBPN with 814k, Lee. Way up there at the top of the chip leaders. Phil Burdekin, London Poker Meetup with 208k. In 5, we've got Ian Morris from East Herts, 764.
Still yet to unbag.
Yes. Phil Mosdale from St Helens has 315. In 7 is Barry Cullen from Coldstream with 350. Dan Thursfield from FISO with 380. And Carl Burlsford just made it through, Lee. Quad Jokers, 71k.
There we go. That's 23.
Just made it through.
Over to 23. Here we go.
Yeah, Anthony Swain from Malvern with 420. Good shape there. Liam Lappin, LV22 with 217. Jordan Kaplan from the Aspinalls, defending champs, of course, 419. Then we've got Alex Collins in 4, Scam Club. Best hoodies, Lee, no question. Best hoodies for me, 513k. 5, of course, a well-known APATer, Vince Ely, Race for Jack with 774. Vince will be feeling good going into day 2. Then in 6, we've got Jeff Watson, Komodo Dragons, 324. Daniel Turnbull, East Durham, 366. In 8 is Darren O'Neill from Joe Beavers with 300. And finally on that table, Larry Sherry, Antrim with 309k. Good shape also.
Larry just about to unbag his chips for the day and see if he can add to that stack. Right, that's 23. Right, I'm heading over through the middle to 24.
24, but listen, I'll tell you in advance, you've got Stephen Mitchell, Nottingham Reds in seat 1, 478k. Dylan Patel, Aspinall, 286. Rob Hewlett, BCPC, 452. A couple of shorties then, Lee. Daniel Story in 4 from Hetton, 97. Dave Amos, Race for Jack. How well these guys have done for their charity over the years. Dave Short as well with 96. Martin Dean in seat 6. Cracked Kings, past champions also, 153 from Martin. Andrew Stewart in 7. Peterborough Donkeys, 114. Farid Kadur in seat 8. K9 Poker Club, 410k. And then you've got Stacey Metcalf, Komodo Dragons, 273 to close out table 24.
Cool. And before we move on, Des, I'm just going to let Stacey know your bag fell off. I popped it under your chair for you. There you go.
Your bag fell off.
Customer service for you. To be honest, I might have kicked it off. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, yeah. Just detail, isn't it? Yeah.
That looks like Tom Brady's back there, Lee, but we know it's not. He's moved away. Less eccentric shirting from young John Seal today. Of course, John Barrow with 540k. Good shape, Lee. Ricky Moore in 2 from K9 with 210. Ben Burnhull, LV22 with 634. Then we've got Quinn Myers, North Tyneside, 222. Tony Pulgaranis, the Aspinauts, 120. Danny Strange, East Herts, 346. Seat 7, Richard Wilcox, Talk Club, 253. Warwick Brendley from Stoke, 291. And finally there, Martin Higgs, Yeovil, 618.
On we go then.
And we're just getting the room. We're doing a shuffle up and deal here. So anyway, where are we now, Lee? 26?
Yep.
26. We've got Jeff Sherwood, Scott Squad, 276k. Marius Chiortina from Poker Raffles, 397k. Jason Edwards in 3, Yeovil, 456. Ian Thompson, Talk Club, 387k. Then we have Amanda Fuller from Wootton with 144. Lisa Greer finished runner-up in the side event last night, Lee. Finished at 5 a.m. and she's back to do it all over again. East Herts, 234k. Vadims Viskins, the Aspinauts with 327. And finally, we've got Julie McElney from Bobo and the Jack Sevens, great name, 436k for Julie.
Right then, I am going to head right back down to 33. Bear with me.
We've got a 33.
And we'll go just to keep it in order for you, Des, to make life easy for you.
Thank you, Lee.
Right, on my way. Here we go then. Right then.
All the way. So in seat 1, you'll recognise Richard Latham, Joe Beavers, 368. Ashley Williams, Edgeworth with 792. Good shape. Liam Pickering, Malvern, 290. Then we've got Chris Mayer for LPPL with 156. Mark Foster, Komodo Dragons, 169. Joe Dunlop, Coldstream, 393. Rob Green from Hit Squad, 299. Sam Melklem, Bobo, 570. And finally, Mick Hall, Hetton, 233.
On to 34.
Lovely stuff, Lee. In 1, we have Steve Thomas, Yeovil, 228. Norman Hall then from Hetton Mob, 372. Tom Bielski, LPPL with 512. Andy Atkins from Frome with 727. Nick Rawlings, of course, their diehard with a vengeance, 434. Robbie Gray from Gloucester with 226. Brian Green is well set there in seat 7. Poker Raffles, 610k, Lee. He's bought the right ticket this weekend. Andy Coyle from Coldstream, 395k. And the one and only Asa McGrath closes out that table, representing FISO today, Asa, 163k.
35.
Avril Preston in 1 from Antrim, all the way from Antrim, 345k. And poor Avril has Keith Hoggett on her left. Peterborough Donkeys, the chip leader coming into day 2 with just over 1 million chips, Lee. Gary Mays in 3, Quad Jokers with 386k. Dean Carruthers, Coldstream, 451. Alan Kerr, Barrow, 636. There is a lot of chips on this table, Lee. In seat 6, Will Young, Midland Freelancers, 883k. Tony Moores from Joe Beavers with 248. Mike Holmes from Komodo Dragons, 254. And wait for it, Lee, Rob Swindle's LBPN. It says 984 here, Lee, but it's not. It's about 484, right? There was a typo.
It's definitely 484 and not 984, Des. Yeah, absolutely.
But nonetheless, a lot of chips there. So we go to table 36, Lee. Brian Frew whistling his way to 263k for Edgeworth Cricket Club. Paul Webb in 2 from APAT, 394. Frank Corbin from Froome, 278. Craig Standen, Midland Freelancers, 308. John Patton, Talk Club, 174. David Whiteley, Stoke Poker Club, 578. Paul Taylor from FISO, 291. Angela Taylor, the Dusk Delinquents, 252. And finally, he's still with us, Lee, Kev O'Hanlon, LPPL this weekend, 421k.
On we go, 37.
2 to go.
37.
So in seat 1, Lee Hollins from Stoke with 242. Dominique Gerber, she has chips, Lee, 827, representing K9. Steve Twigg representing Essex, 181k. Then we've got Adam Murray from Barrow, 538. Mark Britton from Scam Club, 272. Gareth Klingo from Peterborough with 357. Leon Blackwell, joebeavers.com, 310. And finally, Stephen Rooney, St. Helens, 264. And our last table, folks, Terry Dads in seat 1 from the Hit Squad, 525k. We've got Mick Doyle from London Poker Meetup with 193. Kev Mansell, Barrow, 557. I don't know if it's a typo, Lee. I hope it's not. Gillian Chambers, Komodo Dragons, 13k. 13k, Lee?
Yeah, very
13?
much.
Wow. Georgie Birch, K9, is sat with 198. Gary Pinnickett, Joe Beavers, of course, captain, long-standing captain, 140k. Andy Young for APAT with 150. Sean Perry for Stoke Poker Club with 469. And finally, Lee, in seat 9, William Gilbert, Peterborough Donkeys, 432k. That's your runners and riders, folks.
Yeah, there you go. So I think we've lost one, but I think we got everybody. So I think we managed to get around before we busted. But I think we might have lost one. I'll work to find out who it is now once we get back to the desk. Lost 2 actually. We're down to 95 already. So they're all in the points. So they're going to start earning points for their teams, relevant teams now. Say top 15, they're going to pick up individual money, and I think pretty much we're going to be very focused on making sure we get these exits in time now, so the players here know exactly where they stand as a team and what they need to do. That will be our main focus for a number of hours. We'll come back to you guys on Facebook and stuff when we've got some updates. The leaderboard, we'll pop those up on Facebook, and probably maybe when we're around sort of 2 tables out, we may come back and give you an idea of the runners and riders, but we certainly will be planning to stream the live final table later on tonight.
Fantastic. Thank you, Lee, for that walk around. So, guys, enjoy the next couple of hours of your Sunday. As Lee said, we will be back for the final table. I'm sure there'll be updates in the group also as to how we're progressing. But until then, that's it from Dusk Till Dawn as we leave with the scoreboard at the start of play. Good luck, everyone.